I'm back. Second video. Let's go. I'm getting asked a lot about why I'm a part of the church of the ComfyUI software, and why I prefer that to do all my generations. Without further ado, let's dive into ComfyUI and the stuff that it lets you do. There is a reason I love it that much. The reason I love Comfy so much, the reason I love Comfy so much is this. Well, not just this, because I love the complications, but it lets you do whatever you like, right? What I'm doing here, this is a bit more complex kind of workflow that sends Turbo SDXL into four different types of into four different images just to show how fast it moves. It also brings a wildcard and uses one of my LoRa's in order to make things even more complicated. This we tried to do this. I tried to do this right when SDXL Turbo went out. This is a very quick generation, but tell you what, this is not what we will start with. We will start with the easier parts. And for that, let's first create a workflow, right? When we're doing here, what I like most about ComfyUI is that it forces you to understand the process. And the first thing in the process of image generation is to have a checkpoint or a model, right? And we're going to have to load one of the checkpoints that we have, and then the checkpoint will probably you're gonna want to put a prompt, right? So we're gonna put a prompt, and then we're gonna clone this one. So we will have two kind of prompts, a positive one and a negative one. And then after that, we're gonna need to use a sampler. A sampler is where all the prompts and the information goes to. It gets mixed around and spews out the image, right? So we're gonna use a sampler. We have a sampler here. The only thing that I really love Comfy, right? My only complaint about it is that those fonts are too small, and some of us are already in the age that it is quite difficult to see in a certain distance. But yeah, I'm, and then it's just connect the dots, right? So you put the clip with the clip, clip with the clip, and since this is the positive one and this is the negative one, this is what we chose. So we will put the positive to the positive, negative to negative, and model to the model. A model, I'm going to choose a simple free model that is called, let's choose a realistic, no, let's choose Dream Shaper 8. All right, it's a nice model, but it's a bit of a naughty model. So we have to, if we don't want to generate anything that is not age appropriate, so or like PG-13, so we're gonna have to let it know that we don't want it, and this is going to in our negative prompts, right? Here, as you can see, we already connected the model, the positive and the negative prompts, and then it asks for a latent image, right? When we're creating the image and we're pouring everything, all the information into the case sampler, and we wanted to bring out an image, we have to give it a canvas, right? So the canvas for the Stable Diffusion 1.5 models is it's kind of a small size canvas, and we will put here an empty latent image. That the maximum size is recommended to be this 768 on 768. For this kind of models, we can then choose the batch size if we want to have more than one, and then just again connect the dots. Now we're gonna get latent information that we want to pour to actually make it into an image. In order to do that, we're going to have to decode the latent image using our VAE. We're going to pull the VAE from here. Some models, they don't have the VAE, I don't know. Let's call it Vi. They don't have the Vi baked into them, so you can load them externally with the load Vi node. Just search for Vi and then you will find it. Vi loader. There it is. And then you can download the Vi for the 1.5 models, or you can do also for Excel, but basically all the good ones already have a good Vi baked into them, right? So we don't need it, but if we would also connect it to the Vi. And then we drag it from the latent into the samples, and then we're gonna need either to save our image, we can either save the image or just preview it. When we're choosing preview, it will create an image, but it won't save it. So you'll get to look at it one time and then it's gone. Or you can save the image, and then you should choose the file name over here, or you can also do the folder name. And then if you write the folder name, or I like to do it text to image, that way it would be easier for us. Text image. It will save the file under ComfyUI slash output slash text to image slash and then ComfyUI, the name of the file. It will start counting the files, all right? You do it automatically. You can later, let's just create one image, right? Cute, fuzzy, flush, doll, or full, wait, what should be plush, right? Plush doll. So when you're doing an image, when you're generating, but you want to generate, you have already a second idea and you want to generate it, you can just press Control Enter or Q. It will remember your decisions and it will start doing those in the queue. It keeps it right here. And also, what I like about Comfy is that after you generate the image, it doesn't end zero, right? Comfy is used to create, you can use it to create workflows that don't have to only generate image, right? You can put many more things after the image generation or even before that. You can load LoRa, and with the load LoRa, you can do animation with the either animate diff models or stable video diffusions. You can create series of images. You can use it to do image to image. You can also in paint in it, but it's not that good actually. I'm using automatic for that. And you can do basic or not so basic image manipulation with Comfy is that you can add many more nodes to it, and the community is huge. So they keep creating more stuff to it all the time. There are so many good nodes out there, so you should look out. And if you find anything that I don't use, please let me know here or in the comments, or send me a line somewhere. What I like most, or the things that I'm using the most, are Mikey nodes. You can see it here in the this is great, right? This is really great. And we're gonna put a link to his GitHub, but you just put Mikey in the Comfy Manager. You will find it easily. It saves lives. It saves time. It's great, and he's a great developer, and he's very reactive. And he actually, if you have a good idea, he will write it for you. Okay, so this is Comfy, and I hope you guys have a good time with it. And let me know if it's good, if it's helpful. Bye.